We're doing the same warm-up as yesterday. You want to make sure you have your warm-up sheet out. So for a conditional, you just rewrite it as an if-then statement. So if it's four-sided, then it's a square. That's my hypothesis and conclusion. And we said that that is not always true. So I can't put true. I had to give a counterexample, which we said was a rectangle, right? A rectangle is a four-sided figure that's not a square. Not always. Okay. Now, converse, we said, is switching. Think of like Converse shoes. You switch the laces, you cross them over, you switch the order. So it's a square goes to the beginning, and it's four-sided goes to the end. Now, is that true? If it's a square, then it has four sides. What do you think? Okay, can you think of a square that does not have four sides? No, there's no three-sided square, there's no five-sided square, so that's actually true. Go and write true. Yay. All right, now inverse. Okay, it kind of sounds like invert or inside out. It's opposite. Okay, remember, the easiest way to make an opposite is to use the word not. Okay, so instead of it's four-sided, we'll say it's what? Not four-sided. Yeah, very good. That's the opposite of something is just putting not. If it's not four-sided, then it's what? Not a square. Oh, shoot. Now, if it's not four-sided, then it's not a square. Now, when you start using nots, you got to kind of think about it. So let's think, is this true? If it's not four-sided, then it's not a square. Who thinks it's true? All right, well, I'm just showing you how to raise your hand. I'm not voting. Who thinks it's false? I want everyone right now. Use your brain to think about it. Is this true or false? If it's not four-sided, think of all the shapes that are not four-sided. Then it's not a square. Who thinks it's true? Who thinks it's false? Okay. It's okay to have different opinions, and here's what we're going to think. For not four-sided, it's going to have to be like, let's say three-sided or five-sided, right? Like a triangle or a pentagon or any other shape. That means it's not a square. That's actually true, okay? Just because it's not four-sided, we know it can't be a square because a square is four-sided. That's true, okay? But I know it's kind of complicated because it has not in it, okay? Now, contrapositive, the long one, complicated word is the complicated process. It's two steps. So instead of just switching or just opposites, it's both, okay? So take it's a square, bring it to the front, opposite. You're switching the order and making it opposite both, okay? So see how square is at the end? Bring that to the front and make it not. So what's it going to be? Good. Okay, good. If it's not a square, then it's not four-sided. Now, again, everybody, actually think about this. If it's not a square, then it's not four-sided. Who thinks it's true? Who thinks it's false? If it's false, you got to give me a counterexample. Anyone think it's false? So think about it. If it's not a square, what could it be? What? It could be a rectangle, actually, right? Now, is a rectangle four-sided? It is, right? So that's actually a counterexample. Just because it's not a square doesn't mean it's not four-sided. I know triangles and pentagons are not squares, but a rectangle also would work. So again, a rectangle is a counterexample. Just because it's not a square doesn't mean it's not four-sided. Okay. Last but not least, biconditional. Again, what? That's right there. One last one. Biconditional, because you got to know this. And again, bi is the prefix for two, like a bicycle has two wheels. It works both ways. So if you weren't here yesterday, listen. Okay, biconditional. Instead of using if and then, like all these other ones, you're gonna use if and only if in the middle. So put if and only if in the middle. Okay? There's no if, there's no then. So all you're gonna do is write the hypothesis and the conclusion. It's four-sided on the left. It's a square on the right. Do you see how that works? You're just writing the hypothesis, writing the conclusion, no if and then. You only write if and only if. You got to use if and only if, okay? Now, what did we say tomorrow we're doing? Little quiz on all this stuff. So, we're not going to do anything brand new today. I wanted a quiz today, but I don't want to overread. So listen. These two assignments from last week need to be done. If you still haven't done them, get them done, okay? Those are the dates. That's the blue bin. Everything's in there. The notes are in there from Wednesday. Everything's in there, okay? So first thing you want to do these two assignments. Then missing it. Then if you have a quiz to make up or you need to finish your test, I'm going to make sure you do that first, okay? Because those tests need to be done. Okay, it's been a while. And other than that, if you've finished everything and you're caught up and everything's great, I put a little review next to the turning bin. It's similar to tomorrow's quiz. It'll help you prepare. But I don't want you to start on that review. I want you to finish last week's work, missing work, finish, retake some tests that you need to take, okay? I'll let you know about those. All right, let's get that done.